Hey guys, and welcome to this month's video for the best skilling moneymakers for the month of January. Now, if you haven't seen my previous videos in this series, this is our third video in the monthly best sort of money making guide. We go to the Runescape Wiki, which is one of the best tools for having a look at what methods are making what sort of money, and sort of talk through what I think are the best ones for this month, what seems to be going up and what seems to be going down, and what we can capitalize on for the future. Now, the reason we do this is because we do market watch every Friday. We kind of see some trends of what items are going up. And also because we know sort of what the game cycle is, we know what things are coming up, like a bonus XP, or if anything's sort of coming in terms of an update. So the reason we do skilling is because skilling is what I sort of do in terms of most of my money making methods. Now, if you want to see it, drop in the comments. But we can definitely look at doing a combat one as well, because I think some combat methods lately have hit a bit of a purple patch and are making a little bit more money than normal. But what we'll do is we'll go through to sort of select it into category. I didn't do that last month, but I did it on the first episode. And I think it's a better way to break down like what skills make what sort of money and what is best to do. Now, some skills have quite a diverse way of making money, like Archaeology here, you can see has multiple ways of doing it. I'm going to try and give each skill enough attention just to go through like what I would do and stuff. But again, feedback, anything you've got to put in the comments is really, really nice as well. If you have any money makers which haven't been covered in this video, but you want to sort of throw out there and you want me to look into, make sure to drop them in the comments. It really does help me produce videos which you guys want to see. And if you are enjoying, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well and like the video as well, because it really does help me out to get my videos seen by more and more people. So to start, we're going to start with agility, and basically for agility, there's only ever two methods which will make you profit, and that is the agility course at Anachronia, which here is 10.2 mil per hour. However, it is a bit of a time thing. You can't cash out immediately, but the same with the agility arena as well. You have to like do so much agility to earn the tokens to then buy, in Anachronia's case, the codex page, and turn that into the codex itself, or the agility arena where you're using the tokens to buy the pirate hook. But it breaks down to 10.2 mil per hour for the Anachronia course and 8.1 mil for the agility arena, which the agility arena at level 40 to make that kind of money training agility, admittedly like Silverhawks has taken over and you don't have to, but if you want to, that's a pretty good way to make some profit at a very, very low level. Now moving on to Archaeology. Now, we all know what Archaeology is. We all know that Archaeology is a very, very good way to make some profit. Now, the first big bulk here is with the Sith Soil Spell, and the Sith Soil Spell is what I would highly recommend anyone to use. It is very good and very good AFK profit as well. If you use the Soil Box and have a max tier Soil Box, it is really, really AFK, but it's AFK in general anyway. Now, what I would say, the higher your Archaeology level is, the better results you will get. But either way, like as you can see here, with Ancient Gravel, you're making 10.3 mil. All the way to sort of Saltwater Mud, which is the Sara Gravel, which is 7.6. Now, if you wanted to do these through normal screening, as you can see here, these will still make like 4-ish mil per hour. And if you're a free-to-play member, like screening the Ancient Gravel is still going to be one of your better money-making methods on free-to-play as well. Now, excavating certain materials can also bring you profit. We have the Blood Walkers, which is probably one of the best, if not the best, at 3.4 mil per hour. I'm pretty sure that Stormguard Steel there is 3.4. Cobalt Blue is very high at the minute, and again, the colours are probably one of the bankers to go and excavate because they always have that sort of demand. And with Archaeology as well, certain collections or certain spots will make you profit. So here, the Exerlo remains currently work out at being like 4.5 mil per hour, and that's just due to what you're going to get resource-wise, but you will also get your artifacts as well. Now, certain collections will make you profit, like I've just mentioned. Here, Zamorak 1 collection makes you 1.3 mil per hour. And generally, Zamorak seems to be the main one which does make profits, although Zerosian there is also pretty good. But again, you know what my thoughts are on Archaeology, one of the best money-making methods. And the Historic Crate is currently 7 mil as well. That is a very good method. I didn't quite believe it till I tried it. But then once I started to get into it and like worked out like what the profit was per hour, it is very, very good, and I highly recommend that. Construction, again, with Archaeology, one of my favourites and one of the skills which really built up the bond account in the early days and got the bond account as far on is what it is. Now, disclaimer as always, anything to do with Fort 3 and frames, planks or refined planks, check the margins for, because they are so volatile in terms of volume. Now again, the wiki has this great tool here which shows you how much is bought and sold on a daily basis. And as you can see here, there is so much low volume in the refined plank side. You can capitalize on that. You could go and target, let's say, Willow refined planks. And because there's so much low volume going there, you might be able to work something with the price where you can sell it at a way higher price than any of the others and make more profit. But again, you need to check your margins. You need to see like how well it sells. Does it sell at all? Is the main question. Which some of these things, there's no volume being traded, bought or sold, which can hinder you a little bit as well. But that's why like anything to do with Fort for free, investigate and check margins before even touching it. Stonewall segments though, pretty solid, 5 mil per hour. And again, like to do Stonewall segments, there's no requirements. So literally from the bat, you can do that. But anything to do with Fort for free, very good and very good for making money as well. Crafting is another really, really good way to make profit. And again, like we're starting to crack through like some of my favorite skills like crafting, archaeology, construction, and Herblore probably be the other one are my banker skills to make profit now, which is very good. Wooden cats is very niche, but it's always sort of been around for 5 to 8 mil per hour profit. Who's buying them and what they're used for, I have no idea, but they always seem to be very, very solid. Battle staffs is just the easiest way to make profit and very easy to do so as well. You can get into battle staffs at level 58 crafting. And before that, you can do loads of low tier crafting and still make significant profit. But at 58 crafting, you can make quite easily 7.5 mil per hour. And that's not even sacrificing XP as well. To do Earth battle staffs, you're going to be making about 309k XP crafting per hour. So you could do crafting as your first 99 and have a substantial chunk of money to then go and invest in other skills, combat items, or whatever you want. Crafting really should be one of those entry level starter skills you start with and see all the way through and make a lot of money from it as well. And for me, if I was going to do a fresh account now, crafting is probably the first 99 I'd get because that would pretty much set the account up for a significant move onwards because of how much profit it makes. Other stuff for crafting, again, you've got crafting forms of armor. Spider silk is really good because of the demand from necromancy. Royal dragonhide bodies, even though it's a high level, you're going to get mad XP and profit. Bomb vials, really small investment and really good profit at 3.2 mil per hour and level 54 crafting as well. And anything to do with jewelry, if you make the necklaces for porters as well, you will make some substantial profit with that as well. Now, crafting ties really well with magic, so you're going to see some magic methods here as well. Urns and using magic to do urns, again, it's a little bit more high tiered. You do need to do a few more quests and there are a little bit more requirements. But again, 11 mil making urns, it's not that bad. And by not bad, it is really, really good and something which again, if you get tired of battle staffs, maybe you transition to urns. Again, level 76 really isn't a big requirement. I'd say the biggest requirement is the quest storyline because you will need access to Lunas. But again, you'll be making huge profit. Moving on to Divination, the Divine Conversion doing incandescent energies is 11.4 mil. Solid AFK method. Harvesting Vibrant Energy, that's 7 mil, and I don't think that will be with the Divine Conversion. I think that will just be by itself, but 7 mil doing a level 60 spot. It's just, yeah, it's just mad. Luminous Energy as well, level 90, that's 6.3 mil. And then there is some of the changing importance of restoration and then conversion and stuff, but I kind of find it's a little bit hard to sell these. Importance of restoration, really do check the margins because if they do work, they're huge and they'll make money significantly quick. But if the profit's a little bit off, it can be quite hard. Farming isn't really covered here, but farming is a brilliant money maker. It's more to use in support of other skills. You want to be doing your herb runs consistently because herb runs will make you huge profit. Fire making, the incense sticks, absolute make bank. Be particular of your incense stick though, because one thing I would say is check your margins of your incense stick, because for me, Irrit used to work really well. I used to do Irrit's incense sticks as a flip. I basically bought them for 11k and sold them for 22. Check your margins because you might be selling them for that 11k when you could make double the profit just by holding off for a little bit longer. What I would say, if you have the possibility to do the droid herb farming from Archaeology, get the incense perk, because if you're making incense sticks twice as quick, that's how you get in these sort of profits per hour for very, very easy and basically low requirements. Through bonfires, these levels aren't hard to get. It's more so getting that incense thing done. As soon as you can start farming, I think it's level 50 farming, start doing your herb runs and then start getting that points, because the droid desert store really is worthwhile doing in terms of like the rewards. The rewards are very, very good. Fletching, very good in terms of a profit. We did a video just before Christmas about the Ascendry and Onyx bolts. Go and check that out because that's very good. Great way to make money, and I was surprised just how much like extra we made from it. We were making a solid like 7 to 8 mil back then. Again, it was only a month ago, but you've got a great banker of these because they won't crash because of the out value. So these are very solid. Unlike the God Arrows, You can do them, they'll be great XP, but I do not trust the price of them because they're just all over the place. In terms of all the additional materials coming from the new update for the Anachronian fire making, they're just a bit too volatile for me. Elder Headless Arrows though, very good moneymaker. I know it's only 3.2 mil, but it's level 90 fletching you're going to need, but also AFKs can be. Enchanting can be good. My experience with the criminal bolts is that they can be a little bit hard to sell. Check your margins, and if you're happy, by all means go in. But 10 mil just by enchanting sapphire bolts, you'll probably have to fletch your bolts yourself, but it's still very, very good. Now, probably the best moneymaker, Herblore. Now, this 71 mil per hour doing power burst of sorcery, I can kind of believe it, but I mainly doubt it because I don't think the profit is there. And the only reason I say that is because I don't think the super runecrafting volume is there to be bought. Because the yak milk is a secondary for the super runecrafting potion, I think that's being sold for a lot higher, which then means the super runecrafting potion will be sold for a lot higher as well. If I was going to make money with Herblore, I'd look more at super prayer potions. I'd check aggression potions. I was going to do them this morning, but the margin wasn't great. And all the other sort of stuff here. One of the most solid ones, which I've known is worth probably about a year, is anti-poisons. Well, I know the demand is for souls, but I didn't think it'd be that big to keep anti-poisons easily at 10 mil per hour. Now, Herblore, you have loads of potions here, varying from like mid, low, high level. You also have cleaning herbs, making unfinished potions. Herblore is probably one of the easiest skills you can make money with now. It used to be the most expensive, but like, you can just make pure profit. Like here, at level 49, you can make 4.2 mil per hour just making toad flax unfinished potions with a scroll of cleansing. It really is easy. And you can make 3.9 mil cleaning grimy toad flax. And 99 herb would help with the cape, but you can make huge profit with different forms of herb. Look at your herb level and look at what options you have because there'll be something which will suit what you want to do. But again, Herblore, very, very good. Hunter is a bit limited now. The whirly gigs really have sort of dropped off a cliff. The dazzling whirly gigs are 35 mil an hour. I do not believe that because I don't think the powders really are selling very well. Hunting igneous shadinkus, very good. These make the juju farming potion. So again, there's so much demand on that potion. They will always sort of be this sort of profit. But really good. 10.9 mil for training Hunter, not bad at all. And crystal skill chompers is 7.1, really good. White rabbits, 5.2 mil. That actually works, and I didn't believe it did until I tried it out. But the rabbit's foot is actually used for a Herblore potion, so the secondary does have that form of demand. Big game hunter. Now, this is something I say in a lot of videos. Don't always assume that the highest tier is always the most profit. Mid actually outperforms higher by quite a bit. Actually, like 33% more. But Big Game Hunter will be doing a video on very, very soon because I think it's something very, very worthwhile to look into and do if... We'll definitely come forward with a video for Big Game Hunter. I just want to make sure it's more detailed and more thorough, just so it explains it all. Just so it explains it all in the detail it needs to be, because it is a massive piece of content, but also can be very good for training Hunter and profit as well. So magic, we've gone over magic multiple times, multiple videos. Again, fantastic money maker. The lunar spells are the ones which stick out. So super glass make, 13.3 mil per hour. Telekinetic grind, check your margins on it because it's funny, 11.7. Enchanting is very good. Humidify. Mage Training Arena is 23.6. I'm going to check this out, but that will just be buying Infinity Boots. Mining kind of goes to one side. I don't think anyone really mines for profit now. Mining soft clay is really good. And just some other things as well. But for me, I would always train at concentrated gold ore. I make roughly 1.8 mil per hour, but it's very good for big book procs, but also it's probably the best XP. Rune crafting is still the best moneymaker where you're not having to put significant money into it. We've got 3 different versions now. We've got combo runes, we've got normal runes, we've got necromancy runes, and it depends on where the demand is and what's high at the time. But all of these can make really, really good profit. And again, we did the astrals. We will be doing a combo video of combo runes, and then we'll go and do another necromancy rune video as well. Now necromancy runes going a little bit up. I'm going to try them on the noob account on a sort of mid-level rune crafting just to see what they're like and see if it's worth doing or whether to hold off till your absolute level 90s or 99s in the world. Necromancy, Greater Necroplasm Ritual, 4.6 mil. I don't believe it'll be that good, but it's nice to see the necromancy going back up. It's nice to see that ectoplasm is a big chunk of a change now, and I think that's really what's made him profit again, is the ectoplasm. As you can see here, the lesser necroplasm is 9.6 mil. but it can be 13.5 if you've got the multipliers. But yeah, again, Wiki's done a really great tool here with how it breaks down and how it adds everything in. And it gives you just basically the absolute blueprint of this is how much money you can make as well. So yeah, really good there. And it's good to see necromancy is becoming a profitable skill again. Smithing, some point over the next couple of weeks. I'm not going to do it soon. We're going to do another smithing video because some of the smithing videos I've done have been some of the most popular videos on the channel. And making bars at the minute, bars are really starting to push up. And as you can see here, Necronium bars are nearly 8 mil per hour to make, which is absolutely mental. And as always, Elder Rune bars are really good, but the rest are still making huge profit. And even like iron bars at level 10 is 3.4 mil. Bronze bars at level 1 can be up to 2.8 mil as well. So smithing, very much under the radar, but still very much something that can make some profit. Summoning, you've got all the scrolls, and that's the only way you're going to make money with summoning, apart from Fruitfall actually. So Fruitfall will make some money. 4.4 mil is still pretty good. But it's for traditional, you have Blood Reaver, the Dust Cloud from the Smoke Devil, and you'll also have the Steel Titan scrolls on Amalad Hour, so they are kind of linked to Plague's End. But you can easily make over 20 mil per hour with Dust Cloud and Steel Titan scrolls. Blood Reaver, I'm still a bit, I don't quite believe they're going to make that much profit. But maybe once I get a big cash stack again on the account, just say, you know what, we're going to try it, we're going to test it, and we're going to actually see if it really is that level of profit. And then finally, for our final one, is Elder Logs and Acadia Logs are the two which stick out. Although lower tiered, Willow, Oak and Normal are still pretty good as well. So yeah, but as you can see, like there's so much diversity in skilling and making money from skilling. And it's not just like you've 2 to 3, 4 mil per hour. There's huge ranges of way you can make so much more money as well. But like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want me to go through combat as well, you let me know in the comments as well. And I can do a combat and a skilling one once a month to go through the best money makers for that month as well. So this is January. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.